Something to put on your calendar for this Saturday. In Manchester, more than 80 local authors are going to be lining the streets of downtown Manchester talking about their books. And joining me now in Studio 61 to talk all about Manchester Book Fest is the local author, Tammy Gerhardt, and founder of the Nutmeg Lit Fest, Jack Matthews. Thank you both for being here.
Great.
Thank you for having us, Erica.
Great.
First, let's start with how the Lit Fest started, Jack.
Well, like most new authors, Tammy and I, we've published our books, and it's like, how do we sell them? Because we're not Stephen King, we're not James Patterson, so people buy the name. So we're usually selling them out of the trunk of our car. Well, I happened to be at Rule of Three Brewing in East Hampton a few years ago with my books, and they invited me to set up a table. And I said, great idea. So I did. I sold some books. Well, some authors started coming in who I knew, and they said, can we join you? I spoke to them. They said, let's do a book fest. Let's bring in a bunch of authors at tables, and it worked. We brought people in for the brewery, and the brewery's customers helped us. So from there, we just started adding more and more venues around the state. This year, we'll probably have 25 or so events statewide. We've developed a list of Connecticut authors. We're up to 328 Connecticut authors. So we find a venue, we invite authors from our list to come in and set up. Tammy had the idea of bringing an event like this to Manchester. And here
you're
we
an
are.
author too.
I am an author too. I write children's
books.
I was a school counselor for 22 years before we opened.
Fantastic.
We owned Silk City Coffee in Manchester, soon to be in Willimantic. And I wrote children's books all about kindness and compassion and empathy.
Love that.
And loving your community and the people in it well. And so when I started working with Jack, just after I launched my book, not this January, but the January before, I found my way into these spaces, and it's been amazing. It's been really beautiful, and I've been able to connect with other authors and a lot of readers, and it's been this is just a really beautiful venue.
And I'm sure you've created a lot of fans, a following,
so fun.
right? So you're one of 20-something authors that are going to be there this
80.
weekend.
80,
Excuse me.
82 authors as of
80.
yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Local authors.
And they're all local. They're all from Connecticut or New England?
All Connecticut authors. We're starting at Tammy's shop, Silk City Coffee, and we're running the entire length of Main Street, and there'll be authors side by side all the way down of every genre, from
That's great.
mysteries to
I love
romance to
that.
cop stories to military to children's books to YA, pretty much every genre you can name, nonfiction.
What a great opportunity to get out there, find some new books, and actually meet the authors in person, which you so rarely get to do.
Yep, and get signed copies of books, which make great gifts for those people you don't know what to get them.
Think ahead, the holidays are coming.
And what's really great is it gives parents a chance to introduce their kids to books instead of phones and tablets and computers.
Absolutely.
And they can get, talk to authors and hopefully pick out some books that they like that they can take home and actually read some books.
Yeah, and you have a special event happening for the kids, right?
Oh, we do. So
this sounds so fun.
so
and also, I
fun.
love the name Cocoa Mugs and Coffee.
Cocoa Hugs
and Coffee Mugs.
is all about love coffee, love people is our shop motto.
Love that.
And the little girl likes hot cocoa and wants to know if she can still love people even if she disagrees. This is, I don't know if you can see this on here.
There we go.
Every child is going to be invited to play I Spy around the town with the characters from my newly launched activity book. And when they find things, they're able to bring it back to Silk City. And what's going to happen when they do is they'll get a prize out of the prize box, as well as I will offer a discount, $2 discount on my brand new book if they want it.
Oh,
so
that's great.
Very fun. They'll get signed copies. I'll be able to connect
So
with them.
much fun. Check
Love
everything
it.
off the list and come get your
Yeah,
special
there's also
treat.
prizes for adults in all the genres. So.
I love this. So many authors, so many different types of books, all our genres. Sounds like a fantastic, especially a great fall activity. The weather looks like it's going to be
Yeah, the
great.
weather is
Stunning.
perfect.
Yes.
That's
We're
our
so
biggest
excited.
nightmare is we watch the weather starting about Monday, and it's been looking good all the way
Lovely.
through.
Looks
so
fantastic for Saturday.
Looking
Oh my
forward
goodness.
to it in every way, Erica.
Yes.
So much
well, so
fun.
glad we'd have you come on and talk about it.
Thank you so much
Let
for having us.
people know. Yeah.
Excited. Hope to see you there.
I know. It sounds like a great event. I will try and get there over there with my little one. She would love it. Thank you both for being here.
Oh, thank you so
Thanks
much
for
for
having
having
us.
us.
Such a great thing that you're doing, too.
Great.